start, do we have to keep going and like the whole time? Or can it be intermittent? I mean, until the game starts, I'm saying.
What do you mean?
Like, if we start right now and talk for 6 minutes, and then there's still 6 minutes before the game starts, and we don't commentate, is that cool?
Fine. Yeah.
It's fine? Yeah. We'll have plenty of time to get it.
do that, unfortunately.
Even though I'm pretty sure the only people watching this are Roseville fans, but
His face does look like he's tough.
yeah. 12 years old and 6 foot 5.
It's on. It is.
Oh, you're right. Why is it on? And it's still like 2 minutes after that till tip-off.
Well, they introduced the players specifically.
Yeah, right. But that's when air car will be doing it, so it'll still fill the time. Welcome, viewers, to Moeller Gym at Roseville High School. The game between varsity Roseville Tiger basketball players and varsity Rocklin Thunder basketball players is about to get underway. In approximately a minute 25, the game is set to go down, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be good.
Some players to watch out for will be number 24, Devin Moss, and number 2, Cole Jacobs. Make sure to keep an eye out for these exceptional players.
Your hosts tonight for this game are myself, Ryan McFadden,
and your other host, Hunter Shear.
This game is big. Needless to say, it'll be intense and exciting.
So here we go. We're going to introduce the players here.
Everyone, wherever you are, please stand and join us as we respect the flag.
wonderfully sung national anthem. The lights dim out in Moeller Gym. Roseville has been known to have the best introduction for our basketball players. Here we go. Everyone's excited. Everyone's prepared. People paid to get into this game, and they're going to see what they paid for. I can tell you that much. So last time Roseville played Rocklin, they unfortunately lost. In overtime. Now throughout that game, there were 59 fouls called.
It's a lot.
That is a lot of fouls. Now hopefully we could play a lot smoother this game.
And a big problem that we encountered in that game was multiple players having foul trouble, including Cole Jacobs, who had to sit a lot during this game, the last game that is, so that he didn't foul out when it really mattered in the end.
Here we go. Rocklin got the tip off. Devin Moss dribbles in. They're doing lots of movement throughout the key.
And Devin Moss goes down.
Ball goes out of bounds. Roseville's ball.
And you can expect a lot of fast playing from Roseville. That's our typical strategy. Daniel Rios with the three off the bat, and he misses. Rebound Rocklin.
Now Roseville really relies on their fast break, so they have to make sure they keep their players subbing in so they have as much energy as possible.
You know what they say, Tigers are fast.
Number 24, Devin Moss dribbling, gets past, drives, kicks it out for the three, misses. Rocklin recovers, gets the rebound. 2 points for Rocklin. Number 20 gets the two. Roseville passing it around. Marcus Garcia with the shot, misses the three.
Our defense is traditionally man-on-man. And it looks like we're sticking with that as well tonight. Cole Jacob on Devin Moss. There's a little bit of contact. Swinging the ball around through the middle, down the key. And no foul. We get the Roseville gets the rebound.
Now we notice that Rocklin gets most of the points from moving the ball throughout the key. And Roman with the two and the foul. Lining up for the free throw shot.
Ready to shoot his first free throw. Roman Takayev specializes in those down-low shots, and he's just got a real knack at getting the ball in the bucket, if you know what I mean.
And Roman makes his free throw. Roseville 3, Rocklin 2. Here we go, going down the court. Now we have a big turnout for the Moeller Maniacs today. Lots of spirit in this room. Rocklin with the ball. Holding it, swings it in the middle. Shots up, 2 points for Rocklin.
Well executed play by Rocklin. They've really had a big turnaround from last year, you know. They had about 2 wins. Roman Takayev with a 3-point shot. A lot of people don't think the big guys can shoot, but Roman proves them wrong. Devin Moss slipping, number 24, but he gets the ball back out to the Rocklin Thunder. They're swinging it around. And their big guys got it as well, number 12.
And shots up, misses. See, this is what I'm talking about, moving the ball a lot. Ball to Cole Jacobs, swings, intercepted by Rocklin's own, number 12. Almost lost the ball there. Got a little too excited. Goes up for the 2, and it's in. Roseville 6, Rocklin 6. Looks like Rocklin is pressuring.
The full court press was very effective in their last meeting. Let's see how it does throughout the night. And Marcus Garcia with 2 points. He's just left wide open, and that's an easy bucket.
Devin Moss with the ball. Nice spin move. Up. Oh, barely misses. Foul called. Let's see what's on. It is on. Cole Jacobs, number 2.
Let's hope the same pattern doesn't continue with Cole Jacobs and his foul trouble. If it's anything like last game, Cole will foul. A lot.
That would be the first Roseville's foul. And Rocklin makes their first free throw. Roseville still up by 1.
A lot of noise coming from the Moeller Maniacs. Might have thrown off number 12 with that shot there. Oh, and a pass from Matt Talks to Roman Takayev. Overshot.
Now I know Roseville definitely tries to stay away from mistakes like throwing it out of bounds. Hopefully they don't keep that up.
Like most teams' strategies, Roseville's requires them to have the ball to score. Turning the ball over like that's not going to help them out much, so let's hope they get it together a little more. This is a Rocklin team that exploits weaknesses, and we're going to have to exploit theirs and maybe focus on limiting ours to get the win tonight. And Marcus Garcia with the steal. He's going in for the rebound. He gets 2 points.
That was a great effort by Marcus Garcia. And Cole's pressuring number 24. Here we go. Trick move, up, and the point is good for Rocklin. Now Roseville has to stop them down low because that's where they're getting most of their points from. Matt Talks up with the 2, drives in and gets 2 points. Roseville 12, Rocklin 9. Number 5 of Rocklin driving in, kicks it out, 3 up. And the 3 is good, tying Rocklin and Roseville. Daniel pushing it real hard down the court, passes it to Marcus Garcia. Marcus Garcia with the 3, and misses. There's a real fight down there, boxing out, trying to get that rebound. That's what I know both coaches are really focusing on in their defensive strategy.
And we have a foul call on Cole Jacobs again. Some consider it to be a questionable call. It looked like the ref is doing his best though, so that's all we can hope for is them to do their best. And Rocklin swings the ball out. It's interesting to see their big man dishing the ball out. And Roman Takayev with the steal, passes it to Cole Jacobs. Cole Jacobs to Marcus Garcia. And we have a foul called.
That was great passing, but there's not much you could do in that tight area. So here we go, Marcus Garcia with the free throws.
Marcus Garcia is one of our key players. He really brings one of Roseville's key players. He brings a lot of intensity to the court, a lot of emotion, and I think that transfers over to the other players and keeps the intensity high and the game rolling on. And he misses that free throw.
Now, free throws are clutch, especially in close games like these, because Rocklin and Roseville are definitely even opponents. Rocklin doing their thing, swinging it around, shots up, and misses the three-pointer. Roseville pushing it down the court fast like they like to. Daniel drives in, and he is fouled. Let's see who they called the foul on. Rocklin, number 32.
That's Vinny Saffin for those of you from Rocklin. Vinny Saffin. And in person, I do say, he looks a bit like Tim Tebow, so if he gets down and says a prayer, don't be surprised, everyone. He might be a cousin.
And Daniel Rios made his first free throw here. Shoots up the second, and it is good. Daniel's free throw percentage is really phenomenal for a high school level basketball. He is a great free throw shooter.
In fact, for tonight, he's shooting 100% with his free throws. 2 for 2. Very impressive, Daniel. And number 32 has the ball, jump shot, and it's good. That's a difficult shot. And that is well executed, well done. Roman Takai with the ball.
He passes it out of bounds. Now, Rocklin has great strength around the basket. They are a very tall team and can put the bucket in. Roseville put the ball in the hoop. 24 drives in, passes it out. Marcus Garcia almost steals it, and there's a foul called. And we are going to see who this foul is on. Blue number 20, Drew Artisone with the foul. That leaves Rocklin with 4 fouls and Roseville with 2 fouls. We got Matt Talks passing it in.
Rocklin's defensive strategy, the press at all times, is very effective against us. It's something we see only against Granite Bay and in later moments of close games. Oh, and we've got a
5-second call on Matt Talks. He was really being pressured by Rocklin's number 15. So here we go. Looks like Roseville's doing a little pressuring themselves. Here we go. Ooh, little push off there. And 15's dribbling the ball. Hands it off. Number 10, they're doing a roundabout. And there we go. Number 10 with the shot with the 3. And it is in the bucket.
Whoa, Bryce Crouch goes down. And the foul is on number 21 of Rocklin. And there is no 21 of Rocklin. That's because 21 is Bryce Crouch, the fouled player. He shoots his first free throw and he makes it.
That leaves Roseville at 14 and Rocklin at 17.
And Roman Takayev is subbed out for number 34 on Roseville, Dylan Bortma.
Called the timeout.
Referee timeout. We've got a little bit of a slowdown on the court. Let's see what's going on here. Could be that there's some confusion.
Now, it seems that Rocklin is starting to foul Roseville a lot more, which is leaving us with great free throw opportunities, which Roseville can really make. But Bryce Krause misses that free throw.
Rocklin with the rebound, dribbling down the court. Number 32 with the ball. Good pass. He's going inside, and he gets the bucket. Number 10, Anthony Vandre with the bucket. Well done, little looper, right into the basket. One-armed pass to Marcus Garcia from Matt Talks to number 34. Under the bucket. And no good. Turnover. Rocklin ball. We have a carryover by Devin Moss. Roseville ball.
Now, mistakes like these can really cost the team. And we have a timeout for Roseville. A 30-second timeout.
A minute and 8 left in the first quarter. It's 15-19. Rocklin ahead. This is a good game so far. We've got a real good matchups. Talking to Cole Jacobs earlier in the day of Roseville, the plan for him tonight was to stick on Rocklin's number 24, Devin Moss. So far in this game, he's been doing well. He's been shutting him down pretty well. And we'll see how things continue to do as this night progresses.
And here we go. Marcus the Garcia passing in the ball. Matt Talks up top as point guard. Dribbles, passes it to Daniel. Daniel passes it to Marcus. Marcus for the three. And he airballs. That is quite unfortunate. Let's hope Roseville's offensive strategy picks up here. And Roseville is pressuring Rocklin.
Oh, good steal by Matt Talks. And he gets 2 points. Well executed defense.
Now, that is, I know what Coach Granucci of Roseville is really looking for, to have great defense and cause turnovers. 32, dribbles in, misses it, steals. Marcus Garcia with the ball, passes it to Bryce Crouch. And Rocklin knocks it out of bounds. Too bad.
That is too bad for the Thunder, indeed. That steal by by Matt Talks is something that we have been seeing over and over again. He really specializes in those defensive plays. It's a lot more difficult than people realize to get that steal without getting a reaching call. And Matt Talks to Daniel Rios. Matt Talks sizing up the situation.
One thing that's very admirable about Daniel Rios is that he never stops hustling. He's always trying his hardest.
And the shot clock winding down. And what's the call there? Roseville ball. Hit out by Rocklin.
And there's 3 seconds on the shot clock. Marcus Garcia passing it in. But Bryce Crouch puts it up, and he gets fouled on the shot.
Good looking shot. It went in and out, rolled right out of that rim, but now he's got the foul shots to take. Going 1 for 2 at his last time around. This could be a real difference maker. If we tie this up, the momentum could be shifting in our favor going into the second quarter. And by our, I mean Roseville, because I am not biased in any way.
And neither am I. I swear, I do not go to Roseville. And Bryce Crouch makes it, tying the game 19-19. And there is 2.7 seconds left in the quarter. Here we go. Rocklin stuck with the ball, out of bounds, chucks it in. Devin Moss dribbling and puts it up right for it. And very close shot, but misses it, leaving the game tied 19-19. Roseville has 3 fouls and Rocklin has 6 fouls. Here we go. During this quarter, some of the Roseville and Rocklin cheerleaders are stirring up the spirit here in Moeller Gym. Now, I'm imagining that Coach Granucci of Roseville is telling them that they need to buckle down their defense down low when Rocklin really passes the ball around and tries to throw it in towards the middle.
You might be wondering how Hunter knows exactly what Coach Granucci is saying. And the answer to that is that Hunter Shears developed the ability to read lips. Just talk to him from a distance and he'll tell you what you're saying.
I highly encourage you to talk to me from a distance and I will read your lips.
But back to the game. The game is tied. Second quarter is about to get underway. Each coach is adamantly speaking to their players. There's obviously a lot they want to say. Their mouths were moving extremely quickly. Therefore, Hunter knows that they're speaking a lot. And we're back on out. Bryce Crouch, Roman Takayev, Will White, Cole Jacobs, and Gabe Lira in for the Tigers.
This will be Will and Gabe's first time in the game today. Let's see how they do under the pressure of this tied game.
I think we have a double dribble by Cole Jacobs.
And it also looks like Devin Moss, number 24, was doing some interesting flopping moves. Although that tends to happen a lot with players in basketball, trying to get that foul called on other people.
And Cole Jacobs not on Devin Moss as was planned. Perhaps the plan has changed.
Now Roseville's really implementing their help defense, which has proven to work really well for them in the past. Bryce Crouch with the steal. Cole Jacobs intercepts it. Passes it off to Gabe Lear, back to Roman, and it is in for the two!
Excellent passing by Roseville. It's all really quick, really efficient passing to the open player. It's like a puzzle piece fitting together into the next to make what creates a beautiful picture. In other words, 2 points.
And Rocklin with the three. But that is how Roseville wins the game. They hustle their bums off and they get it in the bucket. Cole Jacobs, just as I was saying, hustled straight to the basket, put it in for two.
Well played by Cole Jacobs. He saw a weakness in the Thunder's defense and he took his opportunity. Now the same player that made the last three gets another, number 3 of Rocklin. That's Cole Bridge with a second 3-point shot. 6 points in who knows how long.
Probably within 30 to 40 seconds. Now he is on fire right now. Totally changing the momentum of the game towards Rocklin's sides. Here we go. Cole dribbling down the court, facing up with number 24. Passes it off to Will White, number 5. Roman Dakayev puts it up. Possibly could have been a foul there, but it wasn't called.
Rebound by Devin Moss, dribbling the ball, passes it out to number 5 of Rocklin. And it looked like he was looking inside but didn't see what he wanted.
Roseville with some chance trying to pump up the Roseville basketball boys. Number 3 with the shot again. That is his third 3 in a row. He is literally on fire. Like I see him steaming with smoke.
You can't see it on the camera, but it's true. Now Cole Bridge of Rocklin, number 3, is on a 9-point roll, but Bryce Crouch of Roseville answers with 2 more points. And Roseville comes within 3 of Rocklin with 5:50 to go in the second quarter.
Now these two teams are really playing with high intensity. Number 5 left open for the 3. Miss it. Oh, he makes it. It rolls and rolls and rolls in.
And Roman Takayev with the shot. Rolls out of the bucket. Second attempt for a 3 by Roman Takayev. And number 3 passes it off to number 5 of Rocklin.
Looks like number 5 has got some leggings on, I guess, to keep him warm. Here we go. Cole Jacobs with the steal. Dribbles down, and he is fouled while dribbling down the court. Now, I think the ref is saying 1-1. So Cole will be shooting a free throw. Possibly 2 if he makes the first one. Number 3 with the foul. Now, number 3 was the basketball player who just hit 3 threes in a row. Cole Jacobs with the shot. And that free throw is good.
Having talked to Cole Jacobs quite a bit about his playing, I've learned that he's been practicing those free throws for quite some time, often shooting free throws after school for hours just to perfect them, and it looks like they've been paying off. Gabe Lira, traditionally a defensive player, hustling real hard, and Roman Takayev with the ball passes it to Will White, who puts it up, and it's off the mark. Bryce Crouch with the rebound, passes it to Roman Takayev to Will White. Also misses. Rocklin ball. Devin Moss nearly, and he turns it over. Steps out bounds when the ball got away from him a little bit. Now Roseville ball. It's a 4-point game here. And Gabe Lira is passing it into Cole Jacobs. Here we go. Let's see what they got planned now. Crossover. Passes it to Bryce Crouch, who passes it to Roman, who puts up another 3-point attempt and misses.
That is their third miss. within about 40 seconds. Number 3 being hot way outside the arc, and he makes it. Amazing shot. Number 3 is really having a great game. Bryce Crouch puts it back up, answers him back. Wow, crowd goes crazy.
3-point after 3-point, and Devin Moss going up, misses. Roman Takayev gets fouled bad, pushing the back, and that looks painful. He goes down. He looks a little bit shaken by that. That was a little dirty by some standards, but it might have been accidental.
Now, Roseville is shooting 1-1 now. Let's see, Roman Takayev is up for the free throws.
Both teams playing very aggressively right now. And Roman puts up the free throw and misses. Rocklin rebounds. Number 3 of Rocklin, Cole Bridge with the ball again. And Bryce Crouch with the foul. And Rocklin's going to take the ball on the side of the court. I think I'm not the only one who can say that I am impressed with number 3 of Rocklin, Cole Bridge, making, I believe, 12 points in this second half alone. All off of 3 points. 3-point shots. Looks to put it up again, but it's just a fake. It's just a fake.
Number 11 puts it up and gets fouled up the wazoo. Here we go. Let's see which number 11 will be shooting 2 free throw shots. See that foul on the arm there.
Some of you might be wondering what the wazoo is. And my answer to that is you'll just have to find out. Puts up the free throw and he misses, possibly due to the ruckus crowd of the Moeller Maniacs. The screaming right before the shot has to be distracting.
Number 11 with the second free throw misses, and Rocklin with the rebound, but gets stolen by Will White. Will White dribbles down the court, passes off to Bryce Crouch for the 3. And it bounces off the back of the rim. Pops up, Rocklin, fast breaking down, spin move, misses. Roman Takayev with the rebound, shoots the ball up, gets knocked into the air. Here we go. Number 3, Cole Bridge, puts it up again, and he is just killing it tonight. Literally killing the ball and the hoop at the same time.
One has to wonder what's going through Roseville's coach, Greg Granucci, as number 3 just batters Roseville's defense with points.
A way to solve this is to double team him or just put extra pressure on whoever's guarding him. And we got a foul.
It will be interesting to see, however, what Roseville's game plan is after halftime, after that little locker room chat with the coach. We will see what their game plan is. And Roseville subs in Daniel Rios, Marcus Garcia for Bryce Crouch and Will White.
Both which are seniors, which have a lot to play for. And Rocklin is up by 5, 35-30. Cole Jacobs steals the ball.
Dribbling up the court, passes to Daniel Rios, and he gets the layup. Good teamwork there, good teamwork.
Now Daniel Rios just plays simple basketball and just gets the ball in the hoop. And we have a foul called on the offense. Number 3.
Cole Bridge with the foul there.
That is Cole's second foul. Hopefully he does not get into foul trouble, or else that will be very disappointing for Rocklin.
To lose such a valuable player as Cole in a game like this would be extremely detrimental to their cause, and that is to win the game. Now, Matt Talks with the ball dribbling down. Still dribbling, and he continues to dribble and passes it to number 34 of Roseville, who misses the shot. Devin Moss of Rocklin with the rebound. And the defense of Roseville looks a little disorganized.
And he misses the 3. Marcus Garcia dribbling up. Ball gets swiped from behind him and goes out of bounds. Roseville's ball. Let's see if they can get the ball in the bucket on this possession. Matt Talks with the far out 3, and almost makes it in and out.
Literally in and out. I can honestly say that that ball was mostly in. And for some reason, the trajectory and the way that it hit that rim just caused it to bounce. Physics, you know?
Man, sometimes you love physics, sometimes you hate physics. And we have a timeout for Rocklin. 30-second timeout, that is.
An observation I've made is that Rocklin's coach is very young. He might even pass for a player if he was to jersey up. One wonders, just how old is this guy?
Shout out to Akash Nagra, who is watching this live feed at home. Unfortunately, he is sick and could not make the game or help us commentate today.
A shout out goes to anyone else watching this game, whether you are sick or not. We are grateful for your viewing. I hope you're enjoying this game as much as we are. This is a great matchup between the Rocklin Thunder and Roseville Tigers, and what could prove to be a very important game for the SFL championship determination.
Now Roseville has to win the next two games in order to be tied for first place, and Granite Bay has to lose their next game.
At least one.
And here we go. Rocklin with the ball, passes it in to 24, puts it up, misses. Rebound recovered by Daniel Rios. We have many fans complaining about the refs not blowing the whistle. Cole Jacobs with the three and misses. Oh, and Marcus Garcia seems to get pushed down by number 10, but it was an all-fair box out. Man, he just got the box out of him, let me tell you. And here we go. Number 24, Devin Moss with the ball up on top. Passes it to number 10. They are really just moving around this court. And here we go. Number 11 dribbles in, spins, and shoots up and makes the two.
Solid point for Rocklin right there. Solid point. Spin move with the jumper, basket. Pass for Roseville to number 34 with the hook shot. Misses it. No Larry Bird tonight. And Roseville's Moeller Maniacs seem a little quiet tonight despite the close game. We've got a 6-point game, Rocklin leading 38-32, but Roseville continues to battle. Cole Jacobs playing defense on number 5 of Rocklin. Reaches, foul on Cole Jacobs, playing a little too aggressively there. And it'll be 1-1 for number 5. If he makes the first, he gets to shoot a second.
39 seconds left in the second quarter. Let's see if Rocklin could pull away and make these free throws.
Yes. And the Moeller Maniacs brace themselves to scream before he shoots the ball. I can see them bracing, and there we go. He puts it up and makes the shot despite the pressure. These are those little mistakes that we've been talking about that really add up in a basketball game. The less errors and turnovers the teams make, the more points they'll be able to put on the board. And number 5 makes his second free throw. Roseville with the ball. 34 seconds left in this half. Daniel Rios with the ball, known to be really good at basketball.
Matt Talks with the ball at the top, and he shoots it. Oh, that one was an in and out. Swirled around that bucket.
Very questionable call by the ref. Gabe Lira guarding number 10 as number 10 hits the ball out of bounds, but Rocklin keeps the ball. 16 seconds left in this half. Gabe Lira with the... Oh, Gabe.
And Gabe Lira is just pushed out of bounds into the rowdy crowd. And the refs are deciding what the call is. Oh, and it is still Rocklin's ball. Fans very upset about this call, for Gabe was brutally pushed out of bounds. Timeout called.
That was like watching girls soccer with those hip checks, as Gabe Lira just got knocked out of there. Difficult to understand the call by the ref. He stands at attention in the center of the court.
It must be hard to be a ref being yelled at all the time. But here we go. Timeout's done. 11 seconds left.
There's a lot to be said about those refs, Hunter. They really do a good job considering the constant battering they get of angry words, cuss words even, and...
yes, very true.
Need I go on? No, I don't need to.
No, you definitely don't.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Good. Oh, here we go. Crowd still yelling at the refs, unfortunately.
Administrators for Roseville calming the students down so that Roseville's student section does not get the Roseville Tigers team a technical.
Here we go. 7 seconds left. Pass the ball. Matt Talks with the steal. 5 seconds left. And there is a double dribble called. Now, I am not going to say that I saw this double dribble, but I'm going to trust in the ref's judgment. But I did not see it.
And there's some heat between Marcus Garcia and a Rocklin player. The referees dispel the argument. There's definitely some anger. Timeout called by Rocklin. There's a lot of tension in here with 3 seconds to go. Rocklin's ball.
Now, in these little tussles that the crowd and the players have, could resort in technical fouls, which can be detrimental to either of the teams.
We saw that happen against the Roseville versus Wood Creek game at their first meeting here in Moeller Gym. After Cole Jacobs' ridiculously incredible dunk, the crowd went so crazy that the Roseville Tigers Moeller Maniacs, caused the refs to call a technical.
Just what we were talking about. Oh, never mind. Here we go. Rocklin taking up the ball. 3.2 seconds left.
Expect number 3, Cole Bridge, to get the ball to put another 3 up as he is playing the game of his life. There he goes. He gets the ball.
2, 1, puts it up. Oh, and misses. I think that was his first miss. It is halftime here at Moeller Gym. Roseville 32, Rocklin 40.
For our halftime show tonight, the Moeller Maniacs will sit down, something you don't see very often here in Moeller Gym. They like to stand so that they can see better, yell louder, really get their diaphragm perfectly straight so that all the noises coming out of their body are as loud as possible.
Wow, Ryan, that was really in-depth. You must have taken physiology.
Yes.
Shout out to Mrs. Granucci, who is the physiology teacher here and a great Moeller Maniac supporter.
Also, wife of Coach Granucci of Roseville.
She really does a lot for the school and this basketball program.
Just as Coach Granucci does. That couple is a valuable asset to a lot of Roseville's spirit and energy. And Roseville Tiger cheer, putting on a good show with a really cool tuck maneuver in the air.
But
very
it was
impressive.
Really cool.
Much cooler in person, I might add.
There seems to be a problem with the sound at Roseville, or maybe not. Maybe it's part of their routine. The world may never know.
Silent dancing, that's what this is called, or cheering if you will. But the cheering goes on despite the lack of music. Is it planned? No one knows, but there they are performing what they like to call the aerial R. R for Roseville, that is, not Rocklin. Even though the mat's blue like Rocklin colors, it doesn't mean they can use it. And there's a shout out to the seniors of the Roseville High School Varsity Cheer Squad. And they get a nice round of ovation. Those girls really work hard. They don't get enough recognition, but they're all extremely nice human beings. And there's a lot to be said about extremely nice human beings.
Roseville High School dance team really struts out onto the court, ready to dance it up.
Strutting as if they own the place. Did they buy this gym? I don't think they did. Announcing the dance team's seniors for tonight's senior night is Mrs. Cofield, dance team director and advanced dance teacher here at Roseville High School.
Now these dancing girls are a favorite at Roseville High School because their dance moves are quite spectacular.
And that's not an opinion that isn't shared by a lot of people, and there they go. And there is no small applause for that performance. There were probably at least 40 moves that would have broken numerous bones in my body had I attempted them. Namely the splits on the ground, midair, and by grabbing one foot with your hand.
Yes, Ryan, your bones would be very broken after those dance moves. I've seen you stretch. Ha 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 ha.
Not to mention my ligaments, muscles, tendons. I probably wouldn't be walking ever again under my own strength.
Now this is something that we learned in physiology. Again, shout out to Mrs. Granucci. Thank you. Oh, and Rocklin does some tumbling. Not sure why, but that was a lot of flips. That was uncalled for.
Let's hope this doesn't spark another flip war. Something that we here in Moeller Gym is not unfamiliar territory. Typically those have gone down between Roseville and Wood Creek, but they've also been known to happen between Granite Bay and Roseville. A game that was very heated and well won by the Roseville Tigers. And with 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go during halftime, the cheerleaders and dance team are so excited for those basketball players to come out that they have lined up to welcome them. What do you know? That's love, you know?
Now Rocklin, they're really trying to start something. But it didn't work out. What a horrible thing for Rocklin. Totally unbiased when I said that.
Yeah, truly. He was. I can vouch for Hunter Shear in saying that he was unbiased. and absolutely nothing is happening here. There's a chanting for Alex. Alex is the typical flipper in the flip wars here in Muller Gym. It's understood by many that she has been reprimanded for her flipping activities during halftime. Unfortunately, the administrators of Roseville High School didn't really appreciate the retaliation and competition between the flippers, between Wood Creek, Granite Bay, to name some. And it appears that she will not be doing so tonight.
But to say the least, the flip wars have proven to be very entertaining in the eyes of the Muller Maniacs, but not entertaining in the eyes of the administration, which is totally okay because they are looking out for everyone's safety and trying to keep these games as classy as possible.
It is understood that during these flip wars, a lot of energy and excitement just kind of erupts from the people as their representatives flipping do their thing, and consequently some anger arises, and it becomes almost like a game between the student sections cheering more than a game between the basketball players, which everybody knows is why we're really here. And I mean, we couldn't ask for a better game tonight, as the score here is 32 Roseville, 40 Rocklin. Both teams have been playing well. I would say that the difference between the teams is that Roseville is making more mistakes, more errors, more turnovers. The turnovers are definitely killing them. Being a little careless with the ball is something that we're not new to, but is Roseville is what I mean by we. But they've been working on and have shown considerable improvement on.
Now, Rocklin is up by 8 points. This is a real disadvantage to Roseville High School's basketball team. Now, they have to gain the momentum to catch back up and gain a lead on Rocklin in order to win this game. Hopefully by doing what they do best, using their fast breaks and having some really solid defense.
Something to note as well is we're seeing a much lower scoring game this time around than the last several games that Roseville High School has played. Roseville High School's boys coming out of the locker room to applause, and the Muller Maniacs are back on their feet. Jacob Lucero, followed by Marcus Garcia, followed by Christian, and Bryce Crouch, Matt Talks, Rom Takayev, Gabe Lira, Ryan Song Jr., Will White, and Balon, and number 34. And the tip-off is about to go... No, not a tip-off, excuse me. Second half is about to get underway. Rocklin has possession of the ball. You know what that means. They could score first here in this second half. Let's hope Roseville puts up some considerable defense so as not to allow an easy scoring opportunity for Rocklin.
Rocklin with the ball, dribbling it around, using their normal strategy, which is being really effective against Roseville's defense. 11 drives in, puts it up. Roman Takayev with the rebound. Dribbles down, risky pass to Cole Jacobs. And there is a foul on Rocklin. Number 11 with the foul.
Roman Takayev has been an extremely big asset to Roseville this year with his rebounding abilities. The more Roseville has the ball, the more they can score, obviously. And I would venture to guess that he is one of the top rebounders in the Sierra Foothill League, which is one of the most difficult basketball leagues to play in our area. And Matt Talks, passes it to Marcus Garcia. It goes out. Rocklin ball.
Rocklin passes it in. See, those are the kind of mistakes we've been talking about. That those mistakes can really cost you the game.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
Here we go. Rocklin with the ball, loses it. Cole Jacobs recovers the ball. And Roseville's ball.
Cole Jacobs doing his best there to maintain control of the ball despite sitting on the ground. Yes, he was sitting. Not very orthodox in this game called basketball, but he makes it work. And Roseville calls a timeout.
Now that is the effort that really gets this team going, presented by Cole Jacobs. Even though he was on the floor, he was still able to grab that ball and hold on to it.
Hunter Shear's not able to tell us at this time what Coach Granucci is saying, as his view of his lips has been obstructed. However, it's reasonable to think that he's saying something along the lines of, "Do good, boys."
May I say that Greg Granucci's tie is very spirited, very orange, and looks very nice on him. And here we go. The game is underway again. Matt Talks with the ball. Dribbling, passes it to Marcus Garcia. Marcus Garcia drives, passes it to Roman, and there's a look open, and Roman, 2 points.
First points of the half by Roman Takayev after a nice assist by Marcus Garcia. That's the kind of teamwork Roseville needs.
Here we go. Oh, Muller Maniacs cheering it up. And 11 dribbles in, passes it out with the 3, and he makes the 3.
Nice shot by number 20 of Rocklin, Drew Artisoni.
What a wonderful last name. And Daniel drives in, passes it out to Cole. Cole spin move, puts it up, doesn't even look. And the foul is on Cole Jacobs, number 2.
Offensive foul on Cole Jacobs. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Now he can have 6 fouls total. If he has 6, he fouls out. That is not what Roseville wants. Rocklin passes it out to number 11. And Roseville's down by 9. They've really got to pick up the pace here, score some points, and hold Rocklin.
I would agree with your statement there, Ryan.
Thank you. It's nice to be agreed with. Now Rocklin's looking. Devin Moss with a shot.
Wide open. But
shot does not count.
Cole Jacobs with another foul, unfortunately.
Cole Jacobs with 4 fouls. This is the kind of foul trouble we were talking about earlier in the game that he cannot get into if he wants to play this whole game through.
And he is taken out of the game due to Roseville's best interest.
It almost seems like it was a good trade, as Devin Moss did make that 3-point shot. However, it didn't count. And with
Devin
the steal,
Moss loses the ball.
Daniel Rios puts up a shot and gets it. And one, just like those shoes. Daniel Rios, a very clutch player in the past, and he continues to look so now, making a very nice shot.
Now let's see Daniel's free throws, for he's very good at his free throws. But does not prove tonight. Misses his free throw. Quite unfortunate, especially since Roseville is down by 7. Devin Moss with the fancy moves. Keeps passing it around. Rocklin moving the ball as usual. And Roman pressures. Passes the ball. We don't know where that went, let me tell you. Saves the ball. Roseville does not intercept it. Oh, and Rocklin knocks it back in.
Number 12 with the tip back in, and Roseville loses the ball again with another turnover. Can't stress enough how important it is for them to maintain possession of the ball.
Now Rocklin is not letting up. They're playing very good defense and very good offense. Although so is Roseville. They are trying their best.
Roman Takayev with the tip. Blocks the shot by Rocklin. Bryce Crouch with the shot. And he knocks it down.
Good. Now that point was created off a fast break. That's what we've been talking about the whole entire night.
Matt Talks with the steal. Foul call on number 5 of Rocklin. Well played by Matt Talks. Well played. He's only a junior. Keep that in mind, Roseville fans, as you will see him next year. Very valuable to this Roseville roster. Marcus Garcia with the ball to Roman. And he missed the shot barely. Defense a little slow to get back. Devin Moss with the ball. Missed foul call.
Number 5 with the 3.
Good shot by number 5 of Rocklin.
Roseville is now down by 10 points. Daniel Rios with the ball, passes to Marcus, 3's off, and he makes a 3, answers the call back.
When he hears that phone ringing, he answers it. Let me tell you guys. And number 15, Marcus, defending. Roman on the other big guy of Rocklin, number 12. More Maniacs chanting for the defense to play well, and they deliver. Roman Takayev.
Great defense by Roman Takayev.
Matt talks with the shot.
Misses. Daniel Rios recovered the rebound, and it is out of bounds, it seems, and people are very displeased with the call. Rocklin ends up with the ball.
Our view of that last play is obstructed, so it's difficult to understand if the anger from the crowd is justified, but given the good calls so far in this game, I'd have to say that the ref made the best decision he thought he could make.
And Rocklin passing it around as usual. Number 5 with the ball at the top of the key. Looking for some options. Oh, gets blocked, but Rocklin still has the ball. Number 12 drives in, passes it out to Devin Moss, number 24.
Crossover by Devin Moss, jumps into the key.
Beautiful moves, but misses the shot. And there is a foul call on Roseville.
Seems that there's a little bit of confusion by the players as when exactly to go hard, as the refs are not calling particularly consistently. When they call really tight one play and not so tight the next, it confuses the players, both Rocklin and Roseville. And number 4 of Rocklin misses that free throw shot.
Now, Roseville is only down by 7 points, so hopefully they could get it together and really bring it in this third quarter.
The reason we hope that is because we just like the underdogs to win. We're not biased in any way. Matt talks with the ball, passes it to Roman Takayev. Okay, a little bit of a scramble. Roseville maintains the ball. Daniel Rios with the look, and Roman Takayev with the rebound and the layup. Well played ball by Roman Takayev. And another steal by Matt. Roseville ball.
Now that is the energy that Roseville needs to really get back in this game and find the lead.
6 points really isn't that large of a deficit, especially with a team like Roseville, who's capable of scoring a lot of points really quickly. And Will White passes to Bryce Crouch, who misses. He's been playing extremely well tonight, defense and offense alike.
Roseville pressuring really hard, trying to get that lead again.
And Roseville defense is really not letting Rocklin take a break.
Rocklin's really having to work for all their points. Bryce Crouch almost steals the ball. Devin Moss with the shot, and he makes it. 2 points for Rocklin.
Devin Moss showing why he's the player to look out for on Rocklin's team. Roman Takayev drives, and he gets the foul called. Roman Takayev will go to the line, shooting 2.
Be quiet!
And people around us are telling us to be quiet. We're not really sure why. We're speaking quite quietly, actually, as a matter of fact. But Roman Takayev takes his first free throw. And he makes it. Devin Moss subbed out for number 3 of Rocklin, Cole Bridge.
Roman putting up another free throw. It is off. And it is in the bucket. Here we go. Roseville really pressuring on their defense. Colbridge with the ball. Dribbling down the court. Bryce Crouch playing some solid defense on Rocklin. Passing it around. Out to the corner for the 3. And it is out. Will White with the rebound. Bryce Crouch dribbles it up. Passes it off to Will White again. Back to Matt for the far out 3-point. And misses. Puts up, foul called, number 4 with the foul. Roseville will be shooting 2.
Marcus Garcia going up for that shot. Taking his 2 shots at the moment. Let's see what Marcus can do. Close shot by Marcus. Close shot.
Remember, these free throws are very clutch, so hopefully Roseville can pull together and make the rest of his free throws.
Rebound by Roseville on the missed shot. Will White goes up, but it's blocked. Blocked again. Roman Takaya blocked by number 12 of Rocklin. Will White with the shot. Bounces in and out. We've been seeing a lot of those tonight. Could it be the ball? And we have a turnover. Good defense by Marcus Garcia.
Rocklin crowd not happy with the call.
How do you get a ball?
In fact, people around us are nearly screaming.
No, not nearly screaming. They are screaming.
They're screaming. And Roseville inbounds the ball. Still screaming. And Will White with the turnaround jumper. Number 12 goes.
Very risky shot. Very risky.
Very difficult shot to make indeed. And we've got a new player in for Rocklin who we haven't seen any of tonight. We'll see what he has to offer.
I've seen number 10, the new player, play before, and he's a very quick, aggressive player, so defense better be on him to shut him down.
And we have a foul on Roseville. Number 3, Cole Bridge, the man on fire, literally was smoking in the second quarter. Hasn't been smoking thus far in the third quarter, but he'll be putting up his first free throw, and he misses.
And he will go up for another free throw here.
Roman Takayev subbed out for number 34, Dylan. Dylan also proven to be a stellar big man for the Roseville Tigers, and he's putting up his second free throw. No good. Marcus Garcia with the rebound, and we have a jump ball call. Roseville maintains possession. And Matt Talks will pass the ball in. There's a lot of energy on this court, a lot of fire. Not literally this time. Metaphoric. But the ball is inbounded. Matt Talks dribbling. Between the legs dribbling. Wow, fancy. Will White with the shot. Will White not seeming to find the bucket tonight.
Usually in the past, Will has been known to make some clutch shots, so... Oh, and there is a foul on Roseville. Number 11 made the shot and was fouled, shooting one free throw.
34, Dylan Bortma of Roseville making the foul.
Fouls can be dangerous, like we said earlier. Let's see if number 11 can make his free throw.
We've got an 8-point game here. 2 free throws can make a big difference. And he misses once again. Will White with the rebound.
Rocklin not so good on their free throws. Roseville a little better, but still could make more. And
Matt Talks with the spin in the key and the layup. Perfect combination of basketball. Makes for 2 points for Roseville.
And, oh.
We have a stiff arm by Rocklin on Marcus Garcia. Foul is called. Stiff arms generally are only seen in the sport of football. However, number 11 of Rocklin decides to throw it into basketball as well. However, he is caught by the ref.
Now, these are dangerous because stiff arms can cause some bloody things to happen, usually around the mouth area, especially when you're playing basketball.
And why pay so much for dental work if you're just going to get your mouth messed up? That's why the rule's in place. Foul called on number 12 of Rocklin. Number 34 will be shooting. Rocklin still shouting very loudly. There's a lot of anger, a lot of heat. Don't be surprised to hear about some overly zealous Rocklin fans losing their voices forever after tonight's game.
And when he says forever, he means forever. And Dylan makes the free throw. Now it is only a 5-point game.
With about 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. And he puts up his second. And he makes it. Well done, number 34, Dylan Bortmas. Well shot. And Rocklin not happy with the referees.
Here we go. Devin Moss passes it off to number 3, the man who is literally on fire. And passes it out to number 1 of Rocklin. Outside the key, in the corner, puts it back, really moving the ball around. Number 1 dribbling.
Number 1 dishes the ball out to number 12, who misses. Well passed ball by number 1. A very short player for varsity basketball, but he makes it work.
And that is the end of the third quarter. Roseville 49, Rocklin 53.
And with the substitution of Dylan Bortenmoss for Roman Takayev, a wise one by Coach Ganucci, as he helped draw the Roseville Tigers into a close game with the Thunder.
Now, this up-and-coming fourth quarter is clutch, because remember, like we said earlier, in order to make it to the first place and get the best seed in the playoffs, they must win this game.
That's right, Hunter. Roseville must win this game as well as the next just to tie for first place in the SFL, which would get them a banner. However, to win, they'd need to win both games, including tonight and next week's game at Nevada Union, as well as Granite Bay needs to lose one of their next 2 games. And the Moeller Maniacs doing one of their traditional sports. They're telling us
That they
are the
Tigers
of Roseville
High School.
And one thing that is sure to be pleasing everyone is the fact that everyone has been taking into account the motto, safety first, teamwork second, here at Moeller Gym.
That is a motto that has become custom to many of the people in Moeller Gym. We have no idea why.
Safety is always something that needs to be taken into consideration. Without safety, the players are bound to get injured. And they're playing safe. And Marcus Garcia swats the ball away from number 12. However, Roseville loses the ball out of bounds. Well spotted ball. Very impressive.
And Roman trying to recover that swat. Unfortunately, the ball goes out of bounds. 12 puts it up. Oh, puts it back up again. And 2 points for Rocklin.
Short lapse in defensive strength, I suppose, is the word for it. As Rocklin gets rebound after rebound, and Daniel Rios puts up a 3 and misses. Rocklin with the rebound. Devin Moss back in for the Thunder. And he is a very, very strong asset for the Thunder. Number 20. Dishes it off to number 5, Leggings Man.
Roseville finally getting rowdy in here. Really trying to pump up Roseville's defense. 20 with the shot. Makes it again. That is 2 in a row for 20.
Very nice shot by number 20. Very nice. Difficult shot to make. Bryce Crouch goes in for the layup, and it's a little much power behind that. And Roman Takayev comes up with the loose ball for Roseville.
Roseville's got to turn it around now if they want to win the game. Matt Talks with the shot, and he gets it too. Ring, 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 ring. What is that, Ryan?
That's all, baby.
Boom, you heard it here. Number 20 dribbling the ball at the top of the key. There's a screen set on Marcus Garcia. Fumbles the ball, still has it, and Bryce Crouch with the steal. Bryce Crouch dribbling towards the hoop, to spin move, and it is in!
Beautiful, beautiful play by Bryce. Himself look like he's a... Or he's got 2 more years of this. Wow!
That is some crazy stuff, Ryan. Crazy stuff. He is a man with great talent. And far out 3 by Devin Moss, and misses. Recovered by Daniel. Fumbles the ball. Marcus, there's no safety in this.
Slipping all over. There's no safety. A little bit of teamwork, but they were slipping all over the place. It looked like a bunch of Penguins sliding around like it was a game, but this is a game, not for Penguins, however.
Really trying hard, really putting their heart into this game. Hopefully, they will be able to get the lead soon.
We've got a 4-point game here. Roseville has cut their deficit down from 8 to 4. In recent times, Coach Granucci still obstructed. Hunter Shears still not able to decipher his wording. However, it's Jacobs will go in soon with fourth. It can be expected that with 2 fouls left before he fouls out, Cole Jacobs will see more playing time. The Roseville Tigers overall playing very good team basketball, and that is what it takes to win a game. A good team. No single person will win this game.
And we start the game again. It is Rocklin's ball. And so far we have Roman Dekai, Marcus Garcia, Daniel Rios, Matt Toxin, Bryce Crouch in playing the game.
And Rocklin proving relentless with their offense. They've got lots of weapons. Devin Moss particularly with the ball currently gets fouled. Pretty blatant foul by Marcus Garcia. He'll be shooting. He'll be shooting for 2. And Roseville's defense may be struggling to defend all the weapons Rocklin has in number 12, Hayden Cook, number 24, Devin Moss, number 10, that one guy, and number 3, Cole Bridge.
Devin Moss with the free throw. Muller Maniac's getting loud, and he makes that free throw under pressure.
Under pressure. Pushing down on him, pushing down on the rest of us. We can all feel the pressure here in Muller Gym. Probably not as much as Devin Moss, however. Goodness. Can't imagine how much pressure he must be feeling, and he's
gets past Devin Moss, what I would call